Hey, Doug, I'm still here for Doc Sports. I'm back with another free play and some general information to pass along. Missed yesterday's free play, and it was bad. Okay, wasn't even close. I thought Core Jackson was going to be ready to go. He pitched so well in the minor leagues, as I mentioned yesterday, and he did nothing. I did not see him pitch, but looking at the box score with the amount of walks and hits he gave up, he clearly was noticed because his stuff is better than that, and he just did not do a very good job. So you know what? Take it on the chin on the free play there. Wise Guys play was correct on that one. And part of the deal of doing this job properly, at least in my opinion, is that you can take all the accolades when everybody tells you, when you realize, or you can tell everybody how great you're doing and all those different things. That's part of the job. The other part of the job is when you lose, okay, and sometimes when you don't do well for periods of a time, or you have really bad picks. And yesterday, I had a really bad pick. I had a 6-unit play in the NBA, had the Bucks yesterday, and that wasn't even close. And my takeaway from it, besides the fact that it wasn't good, is the fact that the Milwaukee Bucks, and maybe they'll prove me wrong down the road, but with Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton, those are two really good players. Okay, Giannis is one of the top 3-5 players in the NBA, has been for several years, and Middleton's probably top 15 or top 20 at worst, but they're not as good as Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Okay, and that's what the difference was, and couldn't be any more clear. Is that how that game started? If I remember correctly, Durant and Irving started, I want to say 11 for 15. Okay, the game, and Middleton and Antetokounmpo started 1 for 12. Okay, so a big game, a big moment. Everything should be there for the Bucks, ready to do, and they flopped. And they flopped badly. And another thing that Durant and Irving did is that they helped make their teammates better. That is not something you often see Antetokounmpo do. Okay, he's a great individual star. Got, I would say at this point, it reminds me a little bit of Dominique Wilkins. Okay, great individual star. Does can score at will sometimes and does a lot of different things, but does he make his teammates better? Okay, that's my question there, and that's why the Brooklyn Nets are going to. I'm just hard pressed to believe they're going to lose 4 of the next 5 to the Bucks, no matter where the games are being played at. So Brooklyn is just a superior team, and not to take anything away from. I have no real opinion on Steve Nash as a coach, but Budenholzer, he's just another guy. Okay, above average coach in the NBA. That's about it. So bad read by me. We move on, try to get better today, okay, and bounce back in the NBA. And I do have a play today in the NBA, as a matter of fact. So we'll start going back up the mountain again. It's not like we've been doing terrible, or not like I've been doing terrible. I hit 8 out of 12 and 56 and 38 since March, okay, in the NBA. So it's one game, okay, and like I said, we pick up the pieces and we move on from there. Major League Baseball, I did, as I mentioned, take the day off yesterday, and so I'm coming back with a 3-pack. Included in that is my Run Line Game of the Week. So it's a total of 3 plays, and you can pick up all 3 for just $30 at the Doc site today. Okay, that's available. And along with NHL, had another winner. Instead of betting against the Montreal Canadiens, I went with them. Okay, and they got the job done in overtime, no less. They're famously good in overtime. Hard to believe though, a team like them, they ended the regular season with 5 straight losses. They were down. They lost 8 out of 9, and then they were down 3-1 at Toronto. And since then, they've won 7 in a row as the worst team to make the playoffs. Remarkable. Only in hockey, I really believe that could ever happen. So, just congratulations to Montreal for making it. We'll see what they do in the next round, but be hard to bet against them at the present time. All right, let's get to today's free play, shall we? Game 1, Utah, LA Clippers. The Clippers wanted to be the 4th seed. Okay, we all heard about that in the West because they wanted to avoid the Lakers, and the 2 teams that they wanted to play were Dallas and Utah. Well, it took them 7 games to extinguish the Mavericks. Now they've traveled to a rested Utah Jazz team with just 1 day between games after a pretty tough 7-game series. These teams have not met since February, so anything that happened back then you can probably just throw out because both teams are in a different place than they were, at that time. Utah does not have anybody on their roster to really stop or contain Kawhi Leonard, so you've got to believe that they're going to have to play a lot of help defense, but yet even more importantly, is to try and cut off the rest of the Clippers players, for them to be successful in this game and in this series. The Utah Jazz are the exact opposite of the Dallas Mavericks. They share the ball, not that like that Donka, I should say, not that he did, or Donick, not that he didn't share the ball. It's just that it's starting to look like pretty much a one-man team, especially in tight situations. That's not how Utah plays. They share the ball. They put great stress on opposing teams' defenses with their outside shooting. And then if you want to really get up in their face on defense and overplay, well, they have a number of guys that are really good at dribble drives, and that sets up Rudy Gobert to make some dunks upon opposing teams. Utah comes into this game 33-6 straight up at home, winning by 12.9 points per game, and they're 13-3 against the number if they're coming off 3 consecutive covers as a favorite. My guess in this game is that the Clippers will be sharper Thursday in Game 2 than they are tonight, and they are 15-5 on the road against the number after 2 straight wins as a favorite. Let's take Utah minus the 4 against the Los Angeles Clippers tonight. All right, so we have that for you. Again, quick recap. MLB 39-17 run, just blown it out, almost 70% the last month, actually. The last month on that. Again, I got a 3-pack going for you today with my run line play of the week included, along with the parlay, is also included in that package. NHL, go after hit 4 out of 5, so 4 in a row. Go after, and I've hit 4 out of 5 right now. Got one going tonight. And NBA, looking, like I said, a bounce back game tonight in the NBA as well. All right, so we have that. The other free play from the Wise Guys, which I mentioned was the winner yesterday, they got the Colorado Avalanche to retake the lead in their series with Vegas to win on home ice tonight. So there's your full package for today, full explanation for everything. This is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. I will return, of course, on Hump Day, and we'll see if we can put a couple more W's in the win column for you. Until then, I'm out.